right, so welcome back to the hills, everybody, and we'll get started right away. Alex, what happened last time?
Okay, a lot. It's a terrible session to miss, let me tell you. um, at start, good news was, as a reward for us dealing with those cat burglars, the whole town of Dragontown loves us, and that big tough lady who is feeding everybody all the time, Zora, decided to just give us free room and board. Bad news is that then the town suffered the worst slime attack overnight that I think it ever had, or at least in living memory. Our politically ambitious cousin decided that he was going to use this as an opportunity to declare his own aspirations towards leadership and then helping out the community, and pledged to the public that we were going to do something about it. And to my great surprise, we genuinely did in the span of one session.
Yeah,
First,
I was right.
yeah, no, I shouldn't have underestimated you. First, we checked out the First Bible Church. We met Brother Carl, and he was pretty cool, but he also had some unfounded suspicions against the crazy old man of the hill that we've met previous, who runs the graveyard. He gave us a book of genealogies for the town, or kind of the history of the town and whatnot. That's called the Book of Dragontown, and that turned out to be very helpful. We then went over to the mausoleum, talked to Smeet the Gravekeeper, and said that we were going to make good on our previous intent to try and clear out those undead and figure out how to keep them from escaping. When we delved it, we found that that book of genealogy was really helpful in contextualizing all that we found. We even met what seemed to be the ghost of perhaps the town's founder or something close to it. Her name was Sister Evelyn Noctua. And she had told us that the dead were restless because of a great and terrible power called the darkness below, which has returned. Something I guess she must have been familiar with back when Dragontown was founded. But she also told us it could be defeated if we had a magic sword called the King's Claw, which had once belonged to, was it her husband? Was Sir Ogden Ursus?
I believe it was her husband.
Right. But unfortunately, the current whereabouts of the King's Claw were unknown. We did meet a rat named Ratface, and he quickly befriended us. He led us through the mausoleum catacombs into the castle. So we actually managed to follow up on our intent to eventually get into the castle much earlier than I think we expected. It was, of course, overrun with, vines and other beasties, and we did our best to evade those until we actually stumbled upon the dragon, Xanthoriel. Xanthoriel had been enchanted into sleep by, I think it was like a pendant that someone had put on him. And
yeah, it was like a necklace, yeah.
Yeah, and we removed that, woke him up, got him up to speed. He saved us from some monsters. And before you know it, we had restored the once and future mayor of Dragontown and cleared out all of those vines in the castle and 100 other things that we had said that we were going to do over the span of the campaign. But then, of course, we had to acquire a new quest hook, which is that we think we know where to get that King's Claw, because the darkness below seems a far greater threat than any of those slimes or vines or anything like that. Yeah. All of that seemed to have been responsible to a druid that we met. I think his name was Naranar, from a forest called the WIndsong. He took responsibility for putting the dragon to sleep, infesting the castle with vines, bringing all those slimes into this situation. I think he claimed that he did it in the name of trying to protect these people from the darkness below.
He said that the darkness below was attracted to the magical apples.
Yeah.
And that because they have magical apples, the darkness below is going to start coming towards them. So he put the dragon to sleep because the dragon was the one who has them get magical apples. Something right, that.
He made it sufficiently inhospitable, then these people would leave, and then they wouldn't be victim to the darkness below, which I guess you might consider a perhaps noble intent, but I don't know about all that. Anyway, we booted his ass out. We befriended Xanthoriel. I think you're going to have to wait your turn to become the mayor, because this guy has a pretty strong incumbency. But he did say that we want to travel to the WIndsong to go retrieve the King's Claw. One of the big problems, though, is that as long as we're out there, we know we won't be able to spend our money on our needful thing. That's kind of where we're at. Like I said, that was a lot.
That was great, Alex. I really appreciate that. I can't even, there's nothing I can really give you because I will add 3 details to this. How do I sound, by the way? Am I too loud, too soft? I sound okay? Okay. So, let's see. So, one thing I'll say is he gave each of you a magic item and a measure of wealth that essentially you just don't have to worry about your needful thing. Well, your Ain will probably retire after this, but there's a problem. One is that you can't transport this wealth easily so, and these lands are blighted. This is not where you're from. And so for whatever reason, you've agreed to try to stop this darkness below. You believe you need the King's Claw for that. And yes, so in hold on just a second. It's called... yes, in Malumir County, it's a whole county. So to travel to the WIndsong Woods, which you'll have to do on foot, you'll be away from your wealth, and you won't be able to sort of, senescal or direct that wealth with all the problems that are going on and try to get it to where it needs to go. So having agreed to stay here, you're somewhat on a new clock. So this won't be 1-for-1 time. Once you enter the WIndsong Woods, we'll be in pause time, and you'll be in real time during the adventure, which we'll talk about when you get if you get there. Okay. Tremendous wealth. You're no longer gonna have to worry about your needful thing. Alex's character essentially turned out to be right. Birch. Wait, is it Birch that wanted the... Yeah, Birch, basically. You did find your wealth, and so it happened. And then there's... Oh, yeah, the other thing that happened is Xanthoriel, not only did he say that the King's Claw is held by an ancient tree at the center of the WIndsong, but he knows a way into the darkness in the Shadespeare Mountains to the north. So, you have all decided to go to WIndsong. We'll start the adventure tonight, however, where you began last time, which is in the city of Dragontown, where things are going very well. No more slimes, no more cat burglars. Xanthoriel is back in charge, and everything is going so much better. And the gravekeeper, as Alex mentioned, at Malumir Cemetery, is somewhat of a hero even. He was brought into town and honored by the pastor, where he's been kept outside and excluded from the town all these years. So you might say, if everything could end there, that it would be a happy ending for Dragontown, and that you are the heroes of it. And yes, you can stay, they said, at Zora's place as much as you want, and have as much apple pie as you want. You are all heroes of Dragontown. But you've decided to risk it all and go into the WIndsong Wood. Before we begin, we'll go through our needful things. Starting with Fern. Birdie, your family were handymen. How is Scooter the dog doing?
Scooter the dog is doing amazing. I've managed to keep him out of trouble, so he's not needing any more socks. But it's Scooter's birthday, so I needed to go buy him like his stick is great and all, and he loves that stick. But I decided to get him something squeaky because he ain't never had one of those, and some treats. So it was an expensive squeaky.
That's
worth
awesome.
it though. That dog loves it.
I'm probably going to ask, I don't know how long we're going to adventure past this, but from now on, instead of how is your needful thing, it's going to be like a muse or a memory of your needful thing, because you're not going to know. But I want to ask an additional question for tonight before you set out, which is, you have as much wealth as you can imagine. Everything is going to be okay now. So what do you think you're going to do for Scooter and everybody? Like if you can make it back with all this money?
Make it back with all this money. Like, that dog's gonna be set for the rest of his dog life.
Is he going to be fat?
I'm not
Is he
gonna
a
worry
fat dog?
about vet appointments. He's gonna lay on the porch, have all the toys. Like, I'm not gonna have to go to work, so I can just hang out with Scooter all the time. It's gonna be great.
Man, every time they call the vet old Doc Adams, he's always called out just to take care of a cow hoof or something. He's not ever called out for a dog. Now Scooter's going to get to go to the doctor? Lord, nobody gets to go to the doctor back home. Wow. Amazing.
He'll be better taken care of than I am, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an amazing dog.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. Jahan, tell us about...
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, oof, man, you made some big moves towards Grove made some big moves. It might happen. Yeah.
So I think he's been feeling pretty good about his odds of his future in politics, and I think he's dreaming even bigger now. He spent the last week, meeting people, etc., going around town, spending some money, and he's planning to canvass for votes for when he becomes president.
Whoa!
If he survives.
That's amazing. In fact, okay, from there I got to skip over to Kingsley. Josh, now you were gone last time, but you're the hero. You are heroes of this place. You do know everybody now. Everybody knows you. So I'm interested to see how this might affect his goals. And you have all this wealth.
Just Kingsley would be excited about going out into the wilderness because he wants to find he wants to find his own town to rule.
Right.
And it would be okay if it's something that's abandoned or something he can build up into something great. So I think this would help him in that goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. You could find something because, obviously, Dragontown has a mayor. It's got roads and stuff. You could find the place that doesn't. Of note, a little bit of lore they discovered. So you probably are aware of this, that the Malumir family turned out to be two heroes that defeated the darkness below. They found this out from the county or the city Bible that's kept at the church. And they founded this town. It's kind of ironic. This is exactly how this town came about. So you could do that again. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I can find a dragon to partner with.
Indeed.
In making a new town somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Steve, Renegade. There's probably some change in the pencil budget at this point. Is it Alcoholics Anonymous or what happened?
Well, he's made a lot of progress teaching people to read and has gotten into arithmetic, but now he is concerned that there's no longer need for pencils. So when he gets back, he's going to help get the school repaired and buy pens with real ink. And then with the remainder, he could probably pay off those frightening men from the mountains who keep coming after his dad. So he owes men a lot of money.
This is the first time he's mentioned that. He's just talked about pencils, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, and people are after my dad." But he's like,
I've dropped it a few times that his dad is into some terrible crimes. He's probably one of the guys cooking meth and all this kind of stuff. So we don't quite know what's going on, but he's in trouble.
Oh,
so that's Renegade.
All right, Alex Birch. I think that seems pretty self-explanatory toward your goal.
You would think that, because up until this moment, every time he had to save up a little bit more money and throw it into the jar, he'd be thinking about, where should I go first? The waters of the Amazon, the peaks of Tibet, darkest Africa, the ancient cities of the Holy Land. But I don't know, ever since coming into all these riches, the only thing on his mind has been this expedition upcoming into into the WIndsong, he's kind of been laser focused on like, I have my quest right now, and this like is above all of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, and so here you are at Zora's place in a day of now the weather has gotten a bit chilly. But you could just feel the winter in the air. It hasn't completely turned, and the frost hasn't hit. And that means that it's beautiful outside, and the trees are gorgeous, and it's a day of apple pie and peace. So, what do you all do? I should pick a caller. Steve, you want to be a caller tonight?
Sure, I can do that.
Right
Whatever
on.
is the most trouble, that's what we're doing.
All right. So, what do you all do?
Well, so I think we should maybe get some supplies first before we head out into the WIndsong. Or looking
Yeah,
for it anyway.
Pretty
two
much
things.
the yeah.
I think the market maybe might be a place to start. And then the other thing I think might be a place to start would be the stable. Because maybe we could rent, or buy animals to, like, get there faster.
Do you think the farmer would let us borrow, like, what was it, one of his beetles? The one that I rode?
Well, I see
Take with us?
the stables has beetles as well. So
Oh,
we
okay.
might be able to get some there.
And then-
That sounds fun.
So something I've been doing this whole time is I'm carrying a whole lot of stuff that I really don't need, like my books. Make sure everybody you leave behind all your extra items you don't need. I might be the only one with those, but I had books on reading taking up two slots taking up by books.
All right,
Okay.
let me take a look. I probably don't need Homer's Odyssey to be kept on me anymore.
Well, that one you got to keep.
I don't want to rip you all off. Let me skip ahead here because I kind of messed up a little bit. Let me see if I have this. Hold on just a second, because y'all probably need to know, and you'll know this because you've been here. So I don't want to deprive you of this information. This is relevant. If you start by going to the Placid Gate, there you'll meet Mard. And I was wrong, and I apologize. And Jahan has paid better attention to this adventure just by playing it than I have by running it. Because there's a stable here, the Placid Gate Stables, and they in fact have, for example, saddles with bits and bridles with saddlebags. So, if you want extra storage, you can have an extra 10 slots of storage by putting it on your horsey.
Wow.
And also giant beetles, which are actually not for sale here. Although they do have, but they do have them at the farm, and he will let you borrow up to 2 giant beetles if you prefer instead.
Yes, I want a beetle.
I think I'll take a horse. Do we buy the horse or like rent them? What's it like?
You buy a horse. So let me see here, because I didn't even thought about this.
I had a knife, and it says magic written down. Do y'all remember anything about that?
Yeah,
that was a knife from the cat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ross
it's-
put all our magic items in chat
Okay. I'll look at it.
recently.
Thanks.
I don't know if you see it up. No, does it look like it's up there? I think it was poison or something.
Yeah.
What's poison?
I don't know. I got a knife.
The
wasn't
knife,
the last
the
I
knife
knew.
that the leader of the cats had.
Yeah, you have the cat
But-
scratch fever knife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just what's the specifics on what it does again. If you could check.
Sure. I don't know if I would have told you, but let's do it.
Might not.
Let's tell
I
you.
didn't
I
have
think
it.
it's good.
I don't know anything about it.
Let me actually
Okay.
check my notes because I didn't actually open my notes to see if I wrote down anything about it.
It's
Love the
amusing
name,
to
though.
me to give magic items and then just not explain them. That's funny to me. So,
Yeah, okay. I don't have anything written down.
yeah, just try it out. I'm
Well,
sure
I'll
it'll be
just give
fine.
it I'll give it a
What-
try. Yeah.
Oh, what are you going to try it on?
When, well, I mean, when,
Plenty of horses
when the
around.
time comes.
Just let me know when it happens. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
so
no, it's
horses.
a nice feeling.
A horse is $30.
Okay, I'll buy a horse.
Golly.
But he will give you a saddle bit and bridle and bags for $2.
All right, so
Yeah.
$32 for the whole package.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
That's
do
not
that.
bad.
I'll gladly do that.
All right.
Beauty.
Now I got to write down all these horse names. Obviously, we have to name our horses. Look, I've been playing with a 4-year-old now for the past week or two, so we
I
have
believe
to.
the
Name...
beetle I rode already had a name, but I forgot what it was.
Oh, you want one of those beetles? Well, you are the hero
yeah.
of Dragontown. So if somebody wants the 2 beetles, and you go back to the farm, there is Charlie and Homer.
It was Charlie that I rode, I believe. So I would like to borrow Charlie.
That
Does
is,
he have the extra slots as well?
yeah, because you could put saddlebags on him.
Okay. Yeah.
The difference about having these things, if I look them up, I think they can actually attack. I'll look that up later. Like they can fight. Yeah. And
Yeah.
does anybody want to borrow Homer? You don't have to buy it. You don't have to pay anything. Somebody can just borrow him. And somebody will
I've
have to
already
use the beetle whistle. Nobody wants Homer. You just want your own.
Beetle whistle.
You got the beetle whistle. Okay. Everybody else gets horses. All right.
I got a name for my horse as well.
Yeah. Tell me your horse's name.
Achilles.
Man. Wow.
We're going to the Greek team.
Wow. What about you, Steve? Renegade?
Same name as always. We're going with Corky.
Oh man. Oh man.
Corky has been my horse in every game for the last like 20 years.
It's like a spirit that sort of appears in every story. Yeah.
It's like Garrett's Roach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Roach. It's always Roach, no matter what.
Wow. All right. Grove, what's your horse's name?
Yeah, I'll stick with the Greek team. I'll go with Electra.
Whoa. All right. Fern.
Strawberry.
Nice.
Nice.
A good hobbit.
Every time
hobbit girl
I
name.
play with my daughter, the horse is always Strawberry. It's
Oh,
the rule.
nice. All right. So you got horses, you got saddlebags. There's nothing much else that I can say about the stables here, except there's 2 daughters that work there, and Rebecca and Amelia. And then you also go to Quinn Sundries. Now, there are some things about Quinn. She sees you and she welcomes you back in. There's a few things to note here. First of all, it's very explicit that there's no. She's like, there's a sign outside that says no in all capital letters. No apples for sale here. And then there's other barrels that say no apples. Now, you realize things were getting pretty rough, and you see her as you walk in removing these signs, and bushels of apples are being brought in. They were getting ruined by the slimes. And anyways, things are going well here, and there is a bunch of goods that she's brought out from behind the counter, and she's put back on sale. These are like collector's type items that she was afraid to have out before because of the thieves, and now they're back out. And there are only specific things for sale here. So there's a snow globe with an apple tree in it. There is a t-shirt that's like a tourist merchandise that says it's like Dragontown merchandise. There are little dragon figure. She has merchandise. She has tourist stuff. And then there's a dragon puzzle. There's a brochure map. And then she has lighting, like lanterns, flashlights, batteries, torches.
Berries.
If you want those are
We should get some batteries.
it's $2 for another flashlight. They come with batteries, or whatever the listed price I gave for batteries was. And if I didn't give one, it's $1. There is papers and pencils and stuff to write with.
This is where I've been getting them.
I got an extra flashlight. They mentioned something before the flashlights, like a road map or something.
Oh, it's a brochure map. It's like a tourist map
It's
of
just
Dragontown.
of the town?
Yep.
Or, okay, it's just the town.
Yeah, it's $1.
How much
Yeah.
for the
I want a wilderness
globe?
map.
How much for the globe with the apple in it?
It's $1.
Yeah, I'll buy it. The little souvenir.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah, I want to ask if. Well, actually, wait. Who's in charge of this? Who is Quinn?
Quinn Stormbrand. She's got one eye and 4 arms. She says, "Hey, if it ain't the heroes of Dragontown, come on in." She's really cheerful.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to ask if they have, if this store or if she knows any stores that would have like camping supplies.
That'd be me.
Okay.
Yeah, some good tents or something.
Yeah, like
Ropes,
a tent, some
grappling
extra
hooks.
blankets. Since it is getting colder, so some blankets and a tent would be nice.
She looks around. She says, "Oh, I don't have that though."
Okay.
How many snow globes do you need while camping?
She's got. I should know. She has a rope. She has axes. She's got some knives, and she's got a bow and arrow, and that's it. Oh,
Okay.
and actually, yeah, the rope
Crap,
is.
I got the rope.
There's a rope. It's $1. There's some odd things here too. There are tinctures made from apple juice, obviously magical because they're made from apples.
Oh,
I want some apple tinctures.
how many?
Are there any
apples
that
do
are
you-
like healing or like what? What do they have available as far
Yeah.
as those?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of them can heal heart, or not, is it? Heart by one time, like per day. It's $2, and she's
Alright,
got
I'll pick one of those.
she's got 5 of those. She's got.
I'll get one of those in the snow globe
All right.
and an apple for my horse. I'm getting
Ooh,
an apple
nice.
for my horse.
What kind of apple? What color do you?
I
pick?
will ask what her recommendation is. What a
Oh,
horse
gosh
would
dang
get.
it. I thought maybe I could do something weird with the horse. That'd be amazing. Okay. Well, let me actually see what she would recommend. Maybe you'll get a cool thing for your horse. That would be great.
Well, I just didn't know if their horses were like spoiled and used to certain apples, because I've known some with personality that are like, oh no, I get better stuff. No, I'm not eating.
Kingsley will take a random apple.
A random apple?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a D12.
All right.
Are you going to feed it to your horse?
Well, I got a beetle.
Oh, yeah, never mind. But still, yeah, you're going to feed it to your beetle. Okay.
That is
Sure.
I got a 2 on the 12.
Okay. Suddenly, your beetle is completely quiet, even though its pincers are snapping and stuff. You don't think this will only last for about an hour, but it's very happy and it enjoys it. And anyways, you can give your horse an apple that makes it hear danger better, or it can just make it really happy, or you could make it so that those are the two options that she recommends. Just a apple that the horse will really like, or one where it can hear danger.
Those are 2 different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of each of those.
Okay.
I would like.
Do those work for pretty much anyone?
I'll probably, yeah.
Uh,
Or could I do the one that I hear danger better? Would it like work on me? But because I'd like my horse to be happy.
yeah. You can. So everybody can get like one of each of these. These are just common apples here. One's a red bonbon, and it just makes everything smell really sweet, and it's just nice. The other one is called a golden hark, and it does make it to where you can hear better, and it'll make it harder for you to be surprised.
I'm going to get 2 happy apples just in case we come across somebody who's grumpy.
Ooh, yeah.
What's the hair danger one called?
The golden hark.
And how much are those?
You're the heroes of Dragontown. You can just have apples. They'll just
Gonna
give you some apples.
I'll take 2 of each then.
Yeah, you can have 2 of each.
Let's have 2.
Yeah, I'll just take some as well.
There is a tincture from apples that lets you climb walls really easily. It's $2. She has one of them. She has one
I don't need
that will allow you to store a message in a rock, like it's a voice recorder. You can talk to a rock and it'll hold a message in it.
Throw a rock at somebody, it just says, "You suck."
Yep.
I'll buy the tincture of climbing.
All right. And then there's one where you can... Oh, no, this is actually a magic item, and it's $20. It's a frying pan that cooks stuff, but it doesn't use any fire, and it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't get hot.
Now that is hunted by hobbits.
I mean, that is probably useful for us going camping.
She warns that, however, even though it doesn't get hot and they're not sure how it works, it did almost burn down the shop one time.
Would anyone object to me claiming that one? I'll pay the $20.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Help us stay alive out in the wilderness. I'm good with it.
How much is that rock?
I
I don't really know. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a tincture made from apples, like a concoction of apples. It's just $2, and you can speak into a rock, and it'll hold a message.
Oh, okay.
Like a voicemail. And then there's for $3, there's a tincture that if you put a cork in it and shake it up, it'll shoot the cork 25 feet away.
Oh, that reminds me, we need to buy bullets.
Now, and here's the rough part. No bullets.
Oh,
Well, the
Which
blacksmith
reminds-
might have some.
Realize, I don't know if it'll help with the tree. I don't know what's there in the forest, but I have a gun that can shoot ghosts, apparently.
I got a ghost gun too, yeah.
It
Yeah.
came up almost, unfortunately. That would have been a tragic. That would have been a tragic
We
change
shoot
to
the
this
talent
entire.
founder. Yeah.
It almost happened. Oh man.
It almost happened on a whim, and I decided not to on a whim. That was...
Don't let me forget, then, before we head out, I actually do think I want to arrange a meeting with, looking up their name right now, Ashwell, Smithy, Miranda, that's right, Miranda and Emerus, to see if they can make me some more ammo. Because my gun uses very rare ammo anyway, so I wouldn't expect it to be available for purchase most places.
All right. I want to mention this last item. It's $30, and it's a perfectly conical yellow hat.
That's
And
all I need.
When you put it on, you grow a big, luscious beard. Even if
I
you're a
think we
girl.
know who needs that.
Any other benefits, or is it just the beard?
That's it. You take it off, the beard goes away.
Really good for a disguise.
Yeah, if you need to convince someone
Yeah.
you're a gnome or a wizard.
It works on
Is
your
she
horse.
able to mail apples? Like, could I have her mail an apple?
Male one? Wait, what?
Well, yeah, because they
Oh.
have the happy apples, and Scooter deserves to be happy. So I want to buy one with instructions for them to slice it and give it to Scooter and save the seeds.
Well, you know, the
But I
county,
want Scooter to have a happy
the
apple.
the Queens Road going out of here is, you know, it's not been safe, and the north-south road out of here, people, there's all kinds of trouble going on out in the county. Well, I heard that there was some kind of big ogre or some troll or something that causes trouble on the roads. So that's one thing we have to figure out is we got to get these roads safe again so we can get these apples out of here.
Well, I don't think we're dealing with that right now. I don't think.
No. I'm gonna
How
make a
long will it
mental
take to
note to
hunt
come
a
back for a
troll?
happy apple, though.
But I'll keep
Oh,
that
yeah.
in mind. That there is a troll somewhere along the way.
Okay,
Fern
so
wants to get a happy apple at some point for him, so I'll be
Yeah.
back for that.
I just realized that. Does somebody else want to carry a rope? I just realized my character does not need a rope. He could just
I
kind
will
of
carry a rope.
be there. Perfect.
Ropes are handy.
What are you bringing a rope for?
all right, so you travel back to Ashwell Smithy, and sure enough, in there you see Miranda. She says, "Oh, hello there. Awfully good to see you today."
I take a big exaggerated bow and I say you're looking lovely as ever.
Oh,
And where's that old
She
Emerus got
blushes.
off to?
What a flatterer.
Yeah, he's real charmer. And then, she's like 8 feet tall or something. I don't remember what I said. She's big. She's tall. You hear a disembodied voice from the furnace. I'm here. I'm over here.
I was hoping I might have a word with Emerus.
All right, there's a flaming hammer. And it says, well, go ahead. What do you need?
Now, I don't know that, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I happen to have here implement that also on occasion has spoken up. I don't know what exactly are the circumstances needed, but and I point towards my Lamat revolver. Mind if I show it off here? I don't want to just like draw a gun without giving them a warning.
Yeah,
Hey, look at that.
You do that, and it goes, whoa, bleh, and you hear a burping noise, and it goes, and it like catches on fire, and then the fire goes, or I'm sorry, the hammer goes, oh, I'm sorry, that's embarrassing. But anyways, that's amazing. Oh man, I would love to make guns. All I ever make is nails for horseshoes and, tie bits and tack and things like this. And oh wow, to make a gun. She thinks you're asking her to actually make a gun.
Well, not today, but the ammunition for this feller is pretty rare, and I'm going to need someone with a special expertise to tackle the job here if I want more of it made, because I'm running pretty low. If I leave this with you for some time, do you think that you'd be able to, give it a good look, figure out how to make more of its ammo, and obviously, start looking into how you might be able to manufacture more guns in its image?
She says, well, I'm it makes a burp noise again and like lights up, and she's like, it's like really excited about this, like to be asked to like make bullets. And she says, well, I've never made bullets, but I think that, first you'd have to keep the casing, and then you'd need a type of primer. You could probably find primer in the shade spear, and then with the primer you could get some powder. And she goes through the entire process, which she has like thoroughly thought about for a long time about how she would make bullets. And ultimately, you would need to find the components. So you would need to keep the casing. So something can't happen where you lose the casing. And then you would need to find a primer, which she believes you can find in the mountains. And then you would need to find a explosive or a propellant, which she thinks they can make. So no big deal there. It's the primer, though. That's what you would need to find. She thinks you could hypothetically find that in mines.
Gotcha. All right, then I'm not going to get my hopes up having that anytime soon, but it's something to keep in mind. I'll write my notes for that. Thank you, Emerus. I knew I was coming to the right person with this. You're the expert.
Yeah, please. I mean, it's sure. No big deal. If you would want me to make bullets, that I could probably do that.
All right, that's all I needed from that. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Well, I mean,
So
I think
I've
everybody's got guns, so yeah.
So what I've got is 4 batteries, and 2 happy apples. Which might be. Should we get more jerky?
Probably,
make
I'm
sure we
out of
have
jerky.
rations.
I no longer require food as a result of the cloak. As a result,
longer require sustenance.
as a result of the cloak, I no longer require food or sleep, right, or something. I don't know.
Nice.
So long as you wear it, but if you take it off, it catches up with you.
Yeah, well, when it catches up with me, if someone pulls it off, I'm just gonna fall asleep instantly, probably. But until
Don't
then,
let me, my snake, get to wash it then. Get it
Wonder
on
how
washing
Ratface
day
is
if you're
doing.
not careful.
Yeah. So if you want non-perishables, you can get canned goods. Like you can get pickled eggs and pickled bits of pork and pickled just everything pickled and canned. You can get that either from Zora. One canned item takes up 1 space. You can pick your pick of pickled. I won't say it, but you can whatever that you want that you
right.
want canned. You can do it.
I'm getting a can of pickled beans.
Do it.
Pickled eggs for me. One
Pickled onions.
egg.
Or and they have as much as you want. Or you can go to the bakery and they have like goodies, which would have some kind of trade value.
no, I
How long
think
does the pickled stuff last?
pickled goods
Like for
probably-
Forever.
meals?
Forever.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
stuff to last. So was there anywhere in town where we could get like tents?
Nope.
Okay.
You can
We can make something. Or
We're gonna have to make something, and yeah, we're gonna have to like cut branches and get leaves.
you
and, like,
can you
leave
can
little
get
bedding.
you can get blanketing.
Guys?
That works.
I have a thought. What we could do is I pull out my book of futures.
We find a tent. We find a campground
I
in
mean,
the Windsong
what
Forest.
better use for it? So I'm gonna go ahead and in the chat, I just put a little marker there so everybody can go up and read it themselves. I introduced this to our cousins who weren't there when we got this. Once a day, a new page from the book can be read. It tells a vague and open-ended story of the reader and their allies. Each adventurer provides a noun. Then those nouns make some kind of appearance in the next 3 locations in order.
I got a noun list to roll on.
Yeah, so we say the
No,
Windsong,
I mean,
the
we-
Windsong, and the Windsong, and then we say tents, and more tents. We say,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't
I
need
see.
to make it random. We could. This is our wish list hypothetically,
Okay.
but I mean,
Random's
interested in
fun.
roll randomly.
I mean, we don't need to do it yet. It's fine.
You guys gonna give me some nouns? Totally up to you.
I don't think we're doing it yet because we don't
Okay.
really need to do it yet,
Yeah,
right?
that's just
Okay.
something I'm putting to the group as an option if we need.
All right.
Cool.
I have a hatchet too if we ever need to build something or cut
Yeah, I
down
think
bridges.
bedding's
So.
fine. So we could all just collect some bedding, put them on the side of our horses, and attach it to the,
All right.
unless they were ready to go, probably.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Steve? Oh wait, you said he had step away. Yeah.
At some point abruptly, but yes,
I think you said for half an hour ish, give or take.
in the first half hour maybe.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 4.5 hours. I was like, oh no. Okay. Well, pass it over to Jahan. Jahan, what do we do next?
So, I think we've done everything in town.
He's
Unless
back.
is there anything else we need to do? Otherwise, I think we're just ready to set off.
So we got food,
We got food. We
we
got
got
bedding.
equipment, we got horses, we got. Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Okay. All right. Well, this takes
right back
basically an entire day because each location you got to cut up for a while. You don't just like show up and do stuff. So it takes about 3 hours every time you go somewhere. So you do that, and then the next day, then you're able to set out in the morning if you wish. And I'll describe what you see around you. Beginning at Dragontown, where you are, you see Papaw's farm, which you've been to. That's just near Dragontown. There's a orchard here, just out of sight to the north. There are these three roads, a north-south road and an east-west road. Sorry, 4. And there is a river as well. And then you see another orchard over here. There is a bridge on the river here. And I also want to note, let's see here if you would see any of this. That would be gone. I got to erase that. Hold on just a second. That is gone. You guys killed all those zombies, right? You went in there with guns, right? We talked about that, I think.
Yeah, we cleaned them out after the fact.
Okay, never mind on that one. Yeah, that's what you can see from where you are. Okay. Now, I should note, you know that the the Shadespeare Mountains are to the north and the WIndsong Woods are to the south. You do know that.
To the south? Okay, so down this way?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I guess, yeah, we just go right.
South we go.
All right. Let's see. You're able to travel a whole holler. You make it about this far. Now you can clearly see that there's another farm here and a bridge crossing the river. You can also see another farm here off in the distance, and then you're at the edge of the WIndsong Woods by the time you get to the end of this holler, okay? Let me roll to see if anything happens on the way. It does not. However, you do see something. Let's see here. You can see where you are, this trail leading to this farm. The treetops here are all tore up. And it looks like something, like obviously this is like an apple farm, right? Something has been ripping out whole chunks of trees, eating up all the apples, and it looks like it's big enough to just like scoop up like a whole portion of a tree and rip out whole branches of it.
Is that this farm to our left or this farm down here?
The one to your west, to the left, yes.
Okay, so this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like you can see drag marks and stuff where things are dragged across the soft, deadfall covered ground or all among these apple orchards, all leading into some big pile of deadfall and trees and things that have been knocked over, as if there's a big old nest. Now you could just ignore that if you want, or you can check it out. It's up to you. Tell me.
Okay.
Put on the little blinders and keep moving on.
Is it? Well, what time of day is it?
This one down here. Are we able to get to this one and see if they'll let us stay the night?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is one of these farms we should probably stay the night there?
Maybe they know something about what's happening to the north of them as well.
You could stop there.
More information.
Yeah, let's do some of that math. I'll give it to you really quick. So it takes 3 hours to cross a holler if you're not exploring it. So it's noon by the time you get to the WIndsong Woods. And you can kind of conflate those two. This farm is just on the edge of the woods with inside of it. So you could go to that farm, and then you could ask questions and get a meal. You can only stay one night. If you stay additional nights, if something happens, your work starts going up. And if you stay out and you don't make it to a different farm, then your other things will happen. Yeah, you could go to that farm. What do you think, y'all?
Yeah, I like the idea of checking out one of these farms. If we want to do the south one, I think that's fine. I'm kind of interested in this nest on the broken trees, but it could be dangerous. So I can see why we would not want to go there right now.
I would advocate gathering intelligence first anyway, and this is our best bet. Yeah, I am in favor of going south.
Yeah, last time we went against something big without knowing what we were doing, that ended really well.
Yeah. Dark times. Ended with a bang.
Yeah.
Now this is very interesting. I'll put my Mac back here, and I'll keep the spooky music on. You're able to continue to travel down the road, make it here. I'll describe what you can see at the edge of the WIndsong Woods. This is the edge of Malumir County, and then you go into the vast WIndsong from here to the south. So you see that there is another farm to the east. There is this bridge, and then there's the WIndsong. So you're able to then make it on this trail and make it up this hill. This is a little closer to the WIndsong than it looks, so don't worry. However, something is interesting when you go there. This farm is completely empty, and it was abandoned.
It's free real estate.
It is free real estate. In fact, many items have been left here. The cupboards still work. Some of them are open. The windows are open. Dust drifts from sunbeams into the windows, and dust is gathered on the wood. It looks like people would have left here months ago, at least, or longer. There are still blankets left here that are not rotted out.
We didn't need.
There's a place to stay.
You could stay if you want. It is currently noon.
I think let's go check
Okay.
the other farm to the east.
Okay, what do y'all think about that?
I think you covered up something river-like here in the WIndsong on the map.
Wait a second.
Sorry, I
It's
also
probably
am
just
in
text.
I
Dreadworm.
am also in favor of going to the east. But I
Same.
defer to my caller.
To questions. Follow and find questions.
All right.
Answers to questions.
Yeah, let's go to the farm.
Well, I'm going to roll 2 encounter checks because we've crossed hollers 2 more times. Oh! What was that? Let's see what's going to happen. All right, let me see. Well, well, well.
Uh-oh. I haven't heard that one.
Well, well, well. You make your way for a while back through this trail, and then you make it on the other side. You get in this thicket, and you get on the side of a creek, and you think you're just going to go straight there, but you get in these thickets, and it keeps edging you over and over, and you're certain. Well, you're certain you're going to make it over there. Well, you make it all the way over here, and that doesn't do you any good. You're going to get stuck out here at night. So you're like, we got to get straight to that farm. So you're here in the woods, and something awful happens. It turns out a lot worse than you thought to get there. And it gets to be nighttime in the wilderness. Not lost, but driven by thickets and by the desire to just get directly to that farm, off to the river, and then to get back, it ends up just taking way longer than you thought. So here you are, and it's nighttime in the woods, in the hills. And then you see something strange. Tonight, above the wilderness is a full moon. So even though it's pitch black around you, whether you have your flashlights out or not, it's actually a perfectly clear sky on the edge of winter. The stars are bright, and then there's this bright, bright moon, full moon. In the full moon, there's a clearing in these woods. And there in the clearing, all of a sudden, from the moonlight, you see a tower.
A tower, you said?
Cool.
Oh, look at that.
Do we trust towers in the moonlight? Do we trust?
Oh.
Are the same as the tower that like some of us saw previously near the jail?
The jail.
That would have been in
In the-
another. Where was it called? Look at my notes. The previous.
That was in
section
the
of the
previous county, right?
Well, maybe, yeah, but I want to make sure I answer the question too. I'm trying to remember. Could you, Birdie? Could
Hey,
you,
Like a monolith or a tower that we saw when we were trying to figure out why
we
nobody
were
in
at
the jail
the-
had guns.
When we were at the police station back in like the
County.
the last area we were in, what's it called, Summer's End or whatever.
No, I don't think so. Because I always want to honestly answer the question because this is a different phenomenon.
I just remember it was there and then it wasn't, so I didn't know if it was like the same one reappearing or if this is a different tower than we saw there.
I don't remember
zoomed in.
that. I was thinking.
So
Okay.
it was from the police station that we had went to, and they were missing all their guns to like the southwest. There was
That
like
was-
a
Oh, I
area with
remember.
like a tower,
I
Yeah,
remember.
that was in the
a
desert.
tower that was moving.
Yeah, no, that was a obsidian tower. A different thing of a similar sort. Yes, jet black obsidian tower. It was there and then it was gone. I know what you're talking about now. This one, I want to clarify what this looks like. There's a bright moon in the sky. The moonbeams elegantly shining down. Suddenly, it appears as if the moonbeam itself takes the form of a tower.
Yeah.
Cool.
A wizard lives there.
Oh, it's one of
Does
those.
somebody have
I suppose
hat?
we could just go and knock. We could just.
So I had on the screen, I had it zoomed in, so I thought the tower was just this like black shape with
And then
a cat,
You had to do the
thing
Star
on the
Wars
top.
thing.
and then I zoomed out and went, oh, no,
All
that's a
right.
big tower.
What do you all do?
Well, we
I
can't
want to go
go
up.
We gotta.
You
We're
just,
gonna get blasted, aren't we? But
all right. Well, would you just go in there, or what do you think? Yeah.
I think we just knock on the
No,
door.
knock on the door if there's
Don't we all have an
Retreat.
apple where we can hear danger?
Yes.
Like if one of us ate that apple now, I don't know how long it lasts, so we probably
Hear
don't want to all
danger,
eat it.
it says.
But if we could hear something, like, I don't know if there's anything to hear going inside or hearing it from outside. It was just a thought. Like, I could eat my apple now and just see what happens. But
I think that's a
Okay.
good call. That's a good idea.
All right. So Fern, you eat your apple, and then there is no door here. Instead, it opens simply into this very tall, large passage opens into a large circular base-like room, and you can see on the opposite end of the room there are stairs that go up. This floor is immaculately white tiled and in triangular patterns.
Don't want to feel like delving through this whole tower tonight.
I do feel like we're getting distracted from our mission.
I'm gonna light my flashlight.
Okay,
I think maybe we just stay here so we don't get. What if it disappears while we're inside?
I don't know if we want to stay in here. Yeah, I think it's gonna.
What is
disappear as
safer?
soon as the night is over.
Staying out in the wilderness, or staying inside a cozy tower.
Yeah, because if we go back in the wilderness, we just might keep wandering around and.
I think we tried to push through and get to the farm. Honestly,
is this
So you
tower
need to put a
big
camp.
enough that we would have noticed it beforehand? Or is it like there was nothing this tall there and now there just is?
good question, and the
Good
latter.
question.
The latter, yeah.
Okay, so this thing just appeared here then. It was not originally.
I mean, there are moonbeams most nights, so we could be, able
Well,
to
I think
access it.
I think it's the full moon, which is like every
Well, that could
2
be.
weeks.
And if it
Yeah.
appeared here tonight and we fall asleep in here and sleep too long and it disappears when the moon goes down,
It'll be bad.
We won't be here.
Trapped in here for a month.
Oh, all
And who's to
right.
say
Let's.
it will appear right here? It could appear somewhere else. Could be stuck in a city and have to go get a job.
This is like,
I'm so curious, though.
yeah, this is like when we played Hero's Journey. A whole bunch of stuff just kept popping up, like in the distance, like, oh, there's a big castle and there's this stuff. It's like, well, we have to keep going. We have stuff to do. This isn't fair. This is.
All right, I will go with the group here. I think that we should just head out for a nearby farm as best we can. Try to lead for shelter.
Renegade's
is
gonna
not
write
sleeping
Renegade was
here.
here on it. On the wall. Renegade was here, and then he runs out.
Well, didn't you eat the apple?
I did. I ate
Did we
the
hear anything?
hearing
Hearing-
danger apple. I don't know how long it lasts, but I'm like, it could help in here or on our way to the farm in the dark. So
I believe my notes say that with the previous apples that we've eaten, that they last 1d6 times 10 minutes. So, figure anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. Hopefully that could be enough to get us like most of the way towards that farm.
yeah.
All right, let me look at something. I have to look up the new travel rules because I changed them. I called it the white pages. Let me look those up really fast. See if I still have
goodness.
this. Or it's in the errata. I don't think it's in the errata though. If not, I will just stick to the rules. Okay. The rules are pretty savage. They were intended to be a kind of like original Dungeons and Dragons type thing. But I'll do the original rules then because I don't have it here. So here we go. It is, I roll for an encounter every hour.
Okay. Well, I have one last question before we leave the tower. One last possible suggestion. I do have that tincture that I bought that lets me climb. I could take it and then climb the outside of the tower and put a rope down if we want to get on top of it.
Maybe we want to save that for when we get to the tree. I don't know.
Okay.
Renegade could teleport to the top.
What could go wrong? It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's
nobody wants to
danger, Will
teleport
Robinson.
or climb
No.
moon towers. No. Okay. All right.
I think the real hazard of this tower is the temptation it poses. It's here to waste our time.
The Tower of Time.
All right. So, let's see. There is also. Let me bring up the full rule set because we're going to need it now. Because there is a good chance of getting lost. So I need the rule set. Let me bring it up.
Yeah, we should camp before we. We're gonna have to get used to getting set up for camp anyway.
You wanna camp nearby? Just stay in the woods and camp.
Yeah, I think that'd be safer than trying to get to the.
Okay. All right. That will be 8 hours. So 8 rolls. So here we go. I'm just gonna check. 8 of them.
I may have been incorrect.
Well, we could get lost and something else happen and have so I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know if it would have any effect,
well-
but since I ate danger apple, Fern would take first watch if anyone wanted,
Well,
just so we don't
something I
get
would add is,
surprised.
I'm just gonna always be on watch because I don't need to.
Yeah.
So I'll stay up with you for until the apple wears off, because I might
I'm
as
just gonna
well.
be up the entire time, keeping an eye out.
So for
my
that reason,
presence.
I'll shave off both ends because you don't need them. Yeah. So, and then you stay up through the night, and then at one point in the night, something happens.
It's always scary.
I kind of want this nighttime. There we go.
Are you just waiting for music? Is it boss music or creepy music or?
Creepy nighttime music.
There's a couple things you want to watch out for. One is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one is, oh no.
Lots of dice rolling.
Yeah.
Or just a
Oh.
maniacal laugh. That's-
Oh,
Jahan,
let
could
me
you
go
roll a
get that
d6,
book.
please?
A D6.
Yes, please.
All right. That is a 2.
Nice. All right. Let's see what we got. Grove. You hear in the wilderness nearby stomping noises. Let me start the stomping noises.
Oh,
Uh,
that giant.
Lots
He's
of-
looking for
The
Myrtle.
last big thing that Stomp shot us with a cannon. The last
the ghost cannon.
It does say giant walking on the.
So you hear boom, and the trees shake a little bit. All of your Ann friends, your cousins, they're laying there peacefully asleep as the ground's kind of gently jostling them. And in addition to that, you hear sobbing, like loud sobbing.
is it
That we
coming
can work with.
towards us?
It's
It is coming.
sad
It is.
giant.
It is coming towards you.
Everybody, cue up those happy apples.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I'll see. Yeah, I guess I'll wake up my cousins before this happens.
Okay, you wake them up. They hear you all hear the same stuff: the sobbing, the stomping. It's getting closer.
Okay.
We should hide.
Yeah, I think hide a little bit, like maybe like just get closer to the trees, but like, you know, just give it a little space to see whatever it is.
Okay, you do that. You're able to hide from this thing easily. It doesn't know you're there. And it passes by without seeing you. And you see a troll. It's probably 15 feet tall and shaggy and green and big, and it stomps loudly as it passes and crunches the logs beneath its feet, shattering them as it goes with its huge feet, half the size of your body. And it's sobbing, and it stops at one point in the moonlight, and it looks up at the moon, and it just starts crying. And it's like a nasty, ugly cry, and it stops right next to you, and it doesn't see you. And you can just wait if you want. It does
I
not
feel
see
sorry
you.
for him.
We could gain an ally if we give him one of these happy apples.
I'm just wondering, like, if it's a troll, it's like, what's wrong, Mr. Troll? I haven't found a single child to eat all day.
Oh,
Oh
That's
no.
the thing, it's like giving him a happy apple will make him happy, but then
Yeah,
when
5 of
once it
them
runs
today.
out, he's not gonna be happy
At
anymore.
what cost?
I will admit I'm not the best at dealing with things like trolls, but I am deeply curious. So if one of us cousins is good at talking to trolls, then I say we go for it.
I think it's if one of you wants to make that move, you can. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying back out.
What would we need to talk to trolls? Is that like a?
A pretty low turn, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I have a 5.
That'd be a choir thing to do. That'd be a low turn, a choir
I have a
turn.
9.
But
I remember
you know,
we'd have to roll low or roll high.
roll
You'd
high.
You have to roll high.
Okay, so does anyone have lower than a 5?
No, I
No.
think you're probably our best person to talk to the troll if you want to. But then that's
Of course,
entirely up
after
to
how
you.
my rolling in the last game I played did not go well, so that could end badly. But
Maybe you used up all your bad rolls.
yeah, we'll have to see.
Hey, all up to you.
Do it. You have the happy
Yeah,
apple.
I'm gonna try talking to him and just being like, "Oh, you sound so sad. Can we help you?"
He startles.
there's
He startles,
no
rears
we
up in the
here.
moonlight. he smashes into 3 trees and they splinter and fall over. He rears up he's like one of those. Have you seen that video of that red panda? It goes like that, but like it's a troll and like splinters trees nearby with it. And he's like, "Oh, you scared me. Oh, what are you doing in the woods?"
We were just exploring, but we heard crying, and well, we were worried and didn't know if maybe you needed help or if we could cheer you up.
Oh, yeah, I'm really sad. There's 2 problems I have right now. One is, I don't know how to get home. I'm trying to find the troll bog. And the second problem is, I'm really hungry and I haven't eaten anybody in a long time.
There you go. Ask him if he like
I'm
apples.
so hungry.
I don't know why.
We have something magic that can help a bit, and then maybe we can help you find your home.
Oh, you have magic?
Something that can cheer you up, and if you're happier, then we can help you find your home. But you can't eat us, because if you eat us, then we can't help you find your home, and you'll never get home.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Cousin, she's a smart cookie.
do you know where the troll bog is? Now that's definitely a low turn roll.
I still have
Just give the troll a happy apple. Just give the troll
the hardy plumps. Are those the ones that make you full?
Well, you tell me.
I've got hardy plump written down. Oh, actually, I probably have that written down.
Hardy plump makes your skin hard and red.
Oh, I don't want that.
I think the one you're thinking
From
of.
the statue or the older man, that's the one that made you full.
Yeah, I've got that written down somewhere. I don't think I have.
It was
have the
from when
name
we
of it,
were
but I
in
have-
town and we first got there, and we had pie, and one of you went and ate an apple or tried to eat the statue's
thirsty.
apple.
Oh, the red
Yeah.
and yellow
Or
one.
no, that's the thirsty one, but we got a full one there too. I thought.
I think it's the same thing. Like it makes you filled, but then you're
Yeah.
really thirsty.
I like how all these ants are like looking through their saddlebags and looking through their apples right now, trying to
I got
find
an
the right
apple that'll help.
No, I'm staying.
We know what apple to use. Give him that apple.
All right. If the plan to lie fails, Renee is going to teleport in the air, throw that in his mouth, and then teleport away.
Well, if we give him a happy apple, he might not eat us.
We don't even need to lie. Just give him a happy
So
apple.
we have a 3-tiered plan. Okay, so you give him one of the apples, the red bonbons.
Yeah, one of the red bonbons we give him.
So it's at that point that you find out that the happy part. I just said it does that for horses, because he eats it. He eats it, and this is what happens. He eats it,
No.
and he says, "Oh, that was good. Oh, you all smell like candy now. Everything smells like candy." And he looks at his giant hands, and he's like, "Now I'm really hungry. Everything smells like candy." And it makes everything smell like sweet stuff.
Plan B.
Hit plan B. Pop, toss, pop.
Okay, well, hold on. You can make a low turn. You can make a low turn test if you want, a quar turn test if you want, Birdie.
Let's see, that would be D.
2d6, and you get to roll over your turn.
2d6.
Oh, 2d6. I was like 1d6, but one of my scores is 8. So how would I? Okay. 2d6. 7.
That is hopeful.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a success.
So, so it's the fib. So what do you tell him about? You said that you'll help him find home. Do you want him to follow you, or what do you tell him to do? You know.
Tell him that if we split up, we can cover more ground.
That there's more of us, and we've been adventuring, and we can talk to people that might tell us where it is, and we'll come back and tell him. And second, we've been adventuring, and we're infested with worms. So even though we smell good, you don't want to eat us.
Oh,
like
nice.
it's contagious. But we will help him find his home because he is so sad. But we need him not to like wander too far away because otherwise we'll come back and we won't know where he is.
This is great.
But yeah, that's.
Yeah, the three.
Let's know if he knows about that tower that we saw.
The 3 billy goat scruff. Nice. Okay, so yeah, you tell him that he's like, oh, I don't like worms. That's gross. I don't want to eat you all full of worms. But you'll come back, right? You'll come back, right?
Yes.
He starts to tear up.
We always keep our promises. We'll be back.
Okay. He sits, just cries and waits. I'll be right here. I'm real hungry. And you just
Poor
leave.
guy.
You can just leave him if you want.
Sorry, Rum.
Yeah, we should do that.
I think
What do you think, bud? I feel like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of want to help him find his home. He reminds me of that sad dragon. I want to, like a big puppy.
Well, that's the thing. I think if once we get to that farm, let's ask them if they've heard of the troll bog or any bogs nearby, and just point them in the direction.
Okay, determine if the ants become lost. All right.
But we already are, technically.
Okay.
But there will be more lost.
Steve, roll a d6. It's pretty generous in this game. It's not as
At least
bad
we
as
got a
our
little-
D&D.
At least we got a little map. At least.
Okay, yeah, you are not lost, in fact. And so I just do one holler roll as you make it out of the woods, and you're able to make it to the farm in the dead of night.
Open the door with a shotgun. Who are you?
No, we knock on the door.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Someone with wild hair, crazy eyes answers the door, opens it before you knock. He says, "Oh, who are you?"
Lost.
We're just
We could claim to be heroes of Dragontown.
we're just lost. We were helping out Dragontown recently. I assume you're still part of the town. We freed the mayor. We're I don't know if you heard.
No, I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah.
But
The
y'all
dragon
better,
is back.
y'all better get in here real fast before them moon boggles or moon towers comes out again. He's looking around the sky. Come on,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
better
we
get in
saw
here.
that.
Already found one of those.
I go inside.
You're lucky to be alive. He opens the door and closes the door behind you as you go in his place. This place is
I
covered.
vandalized it.
I'm just going to leave the nighttime music on because this place, the inside resembles the outside in its wildness. It is covered with plants and critters and skins, and there are herbs hanging from multiple rafters, and there are weird smelling things. And this man, he does not introduce himself. It just doesn't even occur to him, nor does it occur to him to ask your name. He comes in, he says, come in, stand near that catnip over there. That'll keep the cats away.
Sure.
Oh,
How long you been living out here? Family business?
I don't know. Well, yeah, of course it's my family. This is my farm, the Idlewild.
Okay. Do you mind if, since we've been traveling, we have a couple questions. Do you mind if we ask?
He begins to return to some sort of business of examining herbs. You can tell that he's making tinctures.
That's cool.
He waves his hand like, go ahead and ask.
I'll say, that farm right across the way, there was no one in it. Do you know what happened to the people?
Looks up real crazy. They got eaten. And then he goes back to making
got eaten.
tinctures.
That'll do it.
What about the other farm to the north of that? it seemed like a lot of the trees got uprooted.
They'll get eaten next.
They'll get eaten next.
Eaten by what?
They're chimeras. They're spooks of the woods. But then they made babies. So more than one spook at a time.
Okay. But it seemed like they, or at least the one across the way, it seemed like they left. It didn't seem like they got eaten.
Not yet.
This
But
guy. Okay.
You won't have to worry about this place, though. He points outside, and there's like all kinds of like, I don't know what to call it, fetishes, accoutrements, things like on a
Yeah,
fence,
okay.
surrounding the place.
I'm getting the vibe.
Pots and pans and stuff, and silver objects, and dream catchers and things.
Well, mister, have you ever heard of a bog somewhere nearby?
Oh yeah, the troll bog.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's the one.
But you have to worry about them boggles.
Oh yeah? So, where is the troll bog?
On the edge of the forest.
Do you know which direction? And I'll kind of like point towards like the Windsong forest.
Right. He
Is it
keeps working on
over that
tinctures.
way?
He points out the window to the south. It is actually right here.
Okay.
Are them whatchamacallit? So are they scared of trolls?
Trolls? What's that?
Well, the
Oh.
giant things in the troll bog. I'm assuming there's trolls there if it's a troll bog.
Oh, you mean a boggle?
Maybe big, hairy, green.
That's
eats
it.
Fries a
people.
lot.
That's a boggle.
Boggle.
Okay. Okay. Alright, cuz how about you all stay here and talk to the nice man, and I go back and tell the troll where his home is. Tell the troll.
If you're feeling up to it, I won't stop you. But
Sure.
Well, I would like. Well, I would like probably Fern to come with me because Fern's the liaison.
I might be able to help talk.
You guys go back
Splitting
into
the
the
party.
woods?
Splitting the party at nighttime, not a.
Right.
Can we just
too
go
far
there?
away, or is it just a short walk to get to him?
It's a long ways. It's a hauler, so it'll take
Yeah.
6 hours. But you said you'd keep your word, you know.
Really
Well, I
wait till
guess
morning.
we could keep our
We
word
keep
in the
our word
morning, I
tomorrow.
suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. You could do that. You want
We
to?
could go in the morning and do it.
Morning sounds like a good idea.
I should note
Yeah.
also at night it's every hour. Also, there's that. So like,
Yeah.
I actually messed that up. There should have been 2 more encounter rolls, but
Okay. It's fine then. We'll just rest here for the night. And I
Okay.
do think this guy seems to have some information, but also seems to be a little crazy or paranoid. Or that. Maybe both.
I'm curious what tinctures he's making though, because we had apple tinctures, but these are kind of fascinating.
these
I
tinctures.
really wish we had twig right now.
For Herblong, yeah. That would have been nice.
These tinctures are actually these tinctures are he'll tell you they're actually meant to experiment on the apple trees. These are magical tinctures to actually try to make different kinds of apples.
Interesting. Have they worked so far?
No, not at all. And you'll eventually find out his name is Arby Apple Dabble.
Arby.
Oh,
well, dabble.
We'll introduce ourselves.
All right, you guys want to go try to help the troll?
We'll in the morning. We will. I think we'll
Okay.
spend the
At
night.
sun up, we'll go
Yeah.
help him.
It smells bad in here. He snores, but it is safe. And you're able to pass the night, and the sun rises the next morning onto another clear, beautiful day. You all have been really lucky with the weather. Every time we've adventured, I haven't had like snowstorms or rainstorms or something. Yeah. So, what do you do?
Head on to find our troll friend from a good safe distance.
All right, Steve, could
I
you roll a
suppose
d6,
that'll-
please?
Here it comes. A 6.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you're able to make it back to him, and he's been sitting there crying all night on the same log. He's like, I'm so hungry. And, yeah, he's just sitting there waiting. He looks up, do you know, did you find it?
We
think
found
we
it!
did. Yeah.
Can you show me, please?
Right over here.
Yeah,
Down
I guess.
south.
Can we bring him, down south along here?
All right. He boom, boom, he follows you, you know. You have this big weeping troll following you, and then as you get about this far, so this is another holler. I love it when there's stacked encounters. So I hope we have an encounter. Sorry.
He doesn't scare off anything that would dare get close to us.
No, I just love that. Yeah, I love it when there's an encounter and then it runs into an encounter. So I hope this happens, but nope, it doesn't. And so you're in the fields, and he points, and he can see it. Then he's like, "There it is! There it is! I found it!" He starts kind of galloping across the field. He's got big, long legs, so he stops, turns around, looks back, and he says, "I'll remember this." And then your troll friend gallops off into the troll bog to eat more children happily.
How many
Did we
more?
do the right
He
thing?
did.
Okay. How many children are really in the bogs anyway? How many children?
I mean,
Still going
we
to
were the
bog.
most likely ones to end up there.
What are you doing in
Oh,
there?
sick.
You know? I mean, yeah.
5 right now.
So, all right.
I imagine children are probably a delicacy, if anything. Where are they really finding children in a bog? Where really?
Well, I guess we better travel to the woods, which are south.
Well,
Well, now we've got a really big
West, right?
friend in theory if
We're
we
going-
need one.
I
So
hope so.
this is what we need to go to, right? This one to the west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's another holler over. So, Steve, if you could roll a d6 again.
Oh, here it comes. Brace yourselves.
All right.
5.
You're able to arrive, and you see in the distance,
Oh.
you
Yeah.
see a big tree and a forest
It's the
surrounding
one.
it.
From the banner illustration. Guys, it's there.
Why does it
It's-
say in the sky?
and you enter the tree line at the edge of the forest. Yeah, let me see what happens.
I'm ready to roll a d6.
There's that moment. The break in the tree line, you know, whatever has caused it here in the past, where you step into the mossy, cold darkness of the canopy. And it's dark, sunbeams penetrating down into places here. Mossy, fat, not butterflies, moths, but the big fat things flapping among nests in the trees here, and deadfall has accumulated at the base of them in places for a very long time. People do not come here. And you step into the trees, and you hear, and I'm going to see if I can skip ahead to this, and I'll come back. You know, it won't let me, so I'm just going to play this for a bit. You hear a whistling tune in the woods, and you hear wind brushing the tops of the trees in the canopy. And then you think you hear whistling, and you've heard whistling like this. This is the whistling of loafers that set out on the edge of town with nothing better to do but to make a song. Something almost is making a song, though. And I'll see if the whistling comes up here, because this is a good example. But yeah, you hear that, and then otherwise it's wilderness in all directions around you. That's it. You hear the whistling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the wind itself is making this whistle. Now I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to go back to the wilderness. Okay, so what do? Do you just go straight into the woods? What are you thinking?
We go.
Yeah. Did we hear anything about where to look for the king's claw?
The tree.
The tree, the big
It was
one,
the-
the big.
It was the tree itself? Okay. And the tree is like way in the woods. Is it like in far in or like can we
We see it.
Yeah,
I
I
can
guess we
do,
see it.
Since we're under the canopy, every once in a while I can teleport to the top and say, "Oh, actually, we're off. We'll go this way," and kind of keep us on track.
Sure. All right. So, yeah, you know, like
Yeah,
there's this big.
Okay, Bilbo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Well, once we walked in and he was like, "There's a song," I was like, "The greatest adventure is what lies ahead."
I love those tunes. And
What were you gonna say, Alex?
I hate to be that guy and ask this, but would there be any complication for our horses walking along the ground in these woods? I don't know. I imagine it's not a very well maintained, like aimed woods or anything. So I don't know if there's going to be like a lot of undergrowth or debris that clutters up the forest floor that's going to make it hard for them.
That's a good
I think
question.
Charlie can handle it.
Not so far. I will also note, I think that the beetles can easily all-terrain over it, but the horses could get into like a growth where you're like, oh, we can't get the horses through here. So that is a concern. It's possible. That's a reasonable concern.
Well then maybe we just tie our horses outside the woods.
Build the pony again. There's only ever 3 options in Dungeons and Dragons. And you know what they are. Well, there's a 4th option, but no one goes for the 4th option unless they really have to.
Yeah. Well, there's
Would that
been
be
a lot
eat
of
the ponies?
cookies over the year.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, eat them or like Luke Skywalker them or Han Solo them.
Oh
If
goodness.
you have to.
cover up Achilles' ears as we discuss this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just gotta
man.
watch out for bogs.
My daughter, I don't like My Little Pony. I won't go into it. It's about I will. It's about story structure and different things. But anyways,
You can't just say that and then move on.
I know. So we watched this. There's like we have My Little Pony at home, which literally is. But we have My Little Pony at home, and it's called Piper's Ponytails. And it's claymation, and like when you're like I cover up the horse's ears and we talk about eating them, I can just see that because they're like claymation horses with these big eyes. And they're like, ooh, like and they make noises like that all the time. You just see those horses like, oh man. Anywho. Okay. Yeah. What are the 4 options do you do with the horses? Obviously, it's build a pony, which is spank it on its butt and hope that orcs don't eat it. That's build a pony. And then the second option is you just take it with you. And then the third option is you hire somebody to watch it, but you didn't do that. And then the 4th option is you just put it out of its misery or eat it or whatever.
We can take it with us as far as we can go, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could try that. I don't trust the crazy guy. He might turn them into a tincture. But
It worked.
Or test the tincture on them.
Finally, the missing ingredient.
what? No. Yeah, no.
Clue. Yes. It was Alpo. I knew it. That's terrible. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could try taking him with us. If it gets too bad, too, I do have a hatchet. That would take time. But if it's just like a short bit or a tree I had to clear, that'd be possible. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought
I'm not using it on the
That's-
horse. I'm
okay.
using it on the no. Yeah, no. That brings to mind the video game thing where you're trying to walk and he's like, no, there's a twig in
what's
front of me.
wrong
You
with
can't
me
grab
that you
this."
said I have a hatchet, which is for trees? Why did I think that? What's wrong with me?
Everybody tensed up there.
Talking about terrible things happening to horses.
Are we
Talking
the
about
bad
Luke
guys?
Skywalker-ing a horse. So, yeah.
Your delivery was so matter of fact as well that it was like, oh,
I looked at Steve's face and he's like, yeah. And then we caught up to the reasonable person a little bit after that. Okay. Okay, so you take the
Okay.
horses. All right.
Poor horses.
And you travel. So I'm gonna use the person with the lowest turn, the most strange person. That is Fern, right? Fern is the weird cousin. Okay. So Fern, what is your turn?
5.
5. This is going to be a bonus, and instead you're going to add this to your roll. So you will roll a d20. Fern will be the one that notices this or not.
So a d20. Cross your fingers. 15.
You start traveling into the woods, and you hear this. I'm going to switch back to the whistling a little bit here. I'm sorry if it gets annoying, but you hear that whistling again, and you think you hear the whistling stronger in a certain direction. Actually,
Like it's coming from that direction.
yeah, and in fact, you think you're certain which way deeper into the woods is. I can actually bring up this map now.
oh, that's cool. Unless that was made with some weird, into the weird and wild, in which case, not cool.
In that case, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a little and here, and you're like here at the edge. Actually, you would be like up
You
here.
get top, right?
Yeah.
One of these spots, yeah.
We got really lost.
And at this point, actually, Fern, you feel like you know every like you know like the edge. You know where the edge is. You know where further in is. You know, and you know.
Okay.
You also know a safe. You think you feel safe. You feel content and at peace in this direction and this direction. But obviously, this is further in. You think this would be more dangerous. You get that from the whispers.
So like we'd want to go to the right.
I think either of these works. This one or this one.
Yeah.
Because it's an equal
think-
distance to like the middle, right?
Veer
I
more
might
towards the
recommend-
right though, because if we meet something unpleasant, it will take longer.
How's that sound,
So it would be
Steve? You
better
okay with
just
that?
to curve just slightly so
Okay. Yeah. All
things
right.
are good, we can travel faster.
Yeah. You Fern, you feel this sense of peace in going in that direction, and now I get to do a thing. Let's see.
You tricked
here.
us.
I get to do a thing. You travel further in to the forest, and it gets thicker here. The sunlight becomes more obscured, and the fern and moss of the forest floor rises and falls, and it covers the trees and crawls further up to the heights of the trees, and it gets harder to move and go. At this point, it's harder for the horses to go where you think deeper into the forest is. In addition, there is something here looking at you.
Ooh.
Oh, he's cute.
He goes,
Oh, friend.
howdy. You got any money? You got some money?
Does it look like
I
a
don't know
magpie?
one.
What does a bird want
crow?
with money?
Do you?
Is it a magpie or a crow or like a corvid of some kind?
This is a magpie.
Oh yeah, then I'll give him money.
How much money you give him? Like $1?
Like probably like a really shiny coin.
Okay.
Friend
If I have
He,
a coin.
he takes the
Because
coin.
they love
He
shiny.
he
Silver
bites
dollar.
on it. He's like, "Yeah, okay, but
Give him
you
a
got
silver dollar.
any cash?" Ah! No? Okay, I'll take that. Ah. Do you have a coin? Yeah, you
Well, I
got a
didn't know
coin.
like what our money would be in if it was cash or coin.
That's a good point,
Um,
actually, because this is kind of like
They have some
old.
silver dollars.
This is old
I
Americana,
just
so
thought
it might be
corvids
actually,
like
yeah.
shiny, so that's why I went with. If I have a coin, I'm gonna give him a coin.
Sure.
Otherwise,
dollar
Yeah.
coin. So yeah, anyways, he takes it and he puts it under one wing, bites on it a little bit, and then he says, "All right, I'll take you where you want to go. Ah! Where you want to go?"
The big tree.
Tree.
To the middle.
All
a
right,
safe route in the middle.
follow
The
me.
time-worn
Ah!
friend.
Follow me. Ah! And then he like flies off. Do you follow him?
Am I able to detect if he's actually flying in the right direction?
Oh, make a low. This is we're gonna maybe do some more rolling now with this stuff. It's getting weird, you know. Make a low turn roll.
Once you enter a hex
D20
crawl.
again or a D?
It's 2d6 to roll high. Yeah.
Let's see how that works. 8.
All right, so that's above your turn, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's totally lying. He's about to lead you off like on some other direction. And you got there's gonna be a lot of rolling. Also, roll a d20 and add 5 to it. You hear that whispering song again.
18.
Okay. You know that he's lying because he flies. I'm going to put him on the map. He flies like you're certain that the right direction is this way, and he flies this way.
Yeah. I guess let's ignore him.
Yep. No, ignore him. He's a mischievous little bird.
Anybody bring a shotgun?
All right. What do you do next?
I think we move on to this hex that we know is the right way to go.
Now, only Fern can sense this.
No, okay.
To the rest
Yeah.
of you, actually, everybody else roll a d20. I'm really interested to see what everybody else would.
What we all think.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a
There you
1.
So that's a good example, right? Who got the 19?
I think I did.
Okay.
Okay.
You have so Renegade. Did you get the one?
Yeah.
No, I got a 1.
Oh,
Well, I think. I mean,
well, it's fine.
You
Somebody
look
got
at the chat log. It should show.
yeah,
show
look
it.
at the chat. I
Well,
was just
it
looking at the
says-
dice.
It's just
It
the
discredits it
cousins.
to the cousins.
Yeah.
Mine's the purple one. Let me roll one to see if the color is.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
what.
that-
I don't know what.
it's
Renegade,
okay.
it was
It's not
you.
a big deal.
I
Well, it says I got a
recognized-
10, so never.
So what I want to convey is, for the person that rolled high, you have that same consonant feeling of the whispering, whistling song, gently leading off in a certain direction. But to everyone else, like, first of all, the person that rolled a 1, all of a sudden you really feel like the trees are watching you. And for everyone else, though, you don't think that's closer in. You think that like this way is.
Right. Well,
In fact, I'll put you back
yeah.
here.
Well, so I rolled high. I'm gonna adjust my hat and say, "Well, guys, let's go." And I'm pointing in the direction where I'm confident the like song is taking me.
Oh, yeah, you do have that hat.
Yeah. My pretentious hat.
All right, Steve. What do you think? You're one of you is afraid of trees. I'm gonna pick Josh. I'm gonna say it's happened to him. Happened to Kingsley.
Fine then.
So what I'm kind of picturing is every time there's a clearing that we can see the big tree, no matter where we are, the face is looking directly at us. that
There might
horrible.
be a game where I was a pirate type player on the coast and I had hydrophobia.
Yeah, so I think... So what the situation right now is, I think me and Finn know the right direction. The two of you know a different direction, but you think it's the right direction. And then Kingsley's just afraid of trees. I think
Yes. There you go. That's it.
He's wanting to go back to the farm that we were at.
I am going to advocate. Fern hasn't let us wrong yet, so I think we listen to what Fern said.
We listen to Fern.
I back that because I agree with the direction Finn is saying.
And hopefully that puts us in the majority here, and that our younger cousins are going to snap out of this nonsense. It's okay, Renegade. The orientation is very difficult.
Yeah, so we
Figure it out
go-
at some point.
That would be like the southeast Texas where we were is where we go, I believe.
I lost my bearings in the wood once, and it was the strangest thing. Because normally, like when I'm in the woods, I could just find my way. It's easy. But the woods here are super dense. You go in 10 feet, you lose your way. You better hope you go at least on the angle where eventually you'll reach the side of the road. I was chasing a partridge, and my dad was with me. And I was so focused on this thing that when I had got it and turned around, I looked at my dad and I said, I don't know where I am. And it never had. He's like, oh, it's just this way. I'm like, well, I'm happy you were paying attention because I completely lost my way.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It would scare me.
All right. So
I'd never experienced it before.
when you get here, you follow Fern and Grove, where they say they think it's closer to the tree. The trees are old and wide and strange and gnarled. The air, however, is fresh and clean. It almost is sweet. And there's the smell of wildflowers and specifically and uniquely sweet-smelling flowers that are carried on the sound of the whispering and the whistling. And let me see what you see here. Okay, and then actually, Fern, if you could roll a d20 and add 5, please.
Oh my word. Well, that's a 6, so it still beats my turn. So, but it's not 1, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, that's what,
It-
6?
it is bad.
It's 6, so it's still higher than my turn, but
Well, I don't think this.
I don't know.
This
You-
is your turn, right? Is
You you look like you look in the direction you think that the whispering whistling song is, and it's covered with spider webs all around. Like if you think that you can go further in, you have got to go into these spider webs. There's only 2 options. You can either like turn around and go back the way you came, or you can go through those spider webs.
I think we should take the long way.
Yeah, I don't like this spider web.
Well, I don't think we don't know any.
Like if they're massive spider webs, or if everything's covered, I'm just not. No.
I want to point out again, I have this book of futures that tells some really cool stories about us coming across all number of different assets that would be just the thing that we need.
I like that.
Anyway,
That sounds
yeah.
like a nice idea.
You know what? Yeah,
Does anybody-
let's use a book.
Yeah,
Does anyone have any thoughts as to what we would benefit most from if we were to go this way?
Well, we each pick a noun, right?
I think it's 3 nouns. I don't think it's everybody, right? It's 3, I think.
Yeah, well, it says each
It says
adventurer
each adventurer.
provides a noun.
All
The
right,
nouns
so-
make some kind of appearance in the next 3 locations in order.
So,
I think that's a little ambiguous. I could read that a couple different ways.
oh yeah,
If
I
you
know.
limited it at 3, I think that makes sense.
Well, no, I like it, but this is how I want to do it. We're gonna do some story gaming. I'm about to really get into some story gaming here soon. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get a noun from everybody except Alex. Alex, you're going to make a story out of the 4 nouns.
Nice.
So,
Good idea.
So,
Can we?
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we put our words, like type them out, and then everybody hit enter at the same time?
See,
'Cause then we
Oh,
won't.
what if we all pick the same?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
funny.
Right?
Actually, yeah, I won't see it. Well, no, I can bring it up over here.
Oh.
Go ahead. The people
So-
watching won't see it, but
I
let's
have
do
a
it.
question. Is this for our noun? Is this a one-word answer, or do we kind of like
I would
the
say it needs to
descriptor.
be a noun. Yeah,
one singular word? Okay.
yeah, a noun.
Okay.
I got mine.
Me too.
Trying to think.
I did random,
Ah.
so
The first thing that came to my mind when I thought spiderwebs.
Now,
So, well,
Alex, I will warn you mildly, obliquely, that when it says basically the way I read it, it says nouns make some kind of appearance, and so the word I will use to describe the guidelines for that in my brain are apophenia. So let's do it. Oh,
Ready when everybody else is.
yeah. Steve, you're the caller. Why don't you do a 3, 2, 1 press?
All right. 3, 2, 1, press.
Oh no.
Oh, I put mine in the wrong thing, but here.
Listen, I'm trying to knock out the spider. I'm trying to knock.
Yeah.
Oh!
So
I put mine in
now
the wrong
it,
chat.
Good
it says in the book, right, that the book actually will show you a story about you, about the reader himself and their allies with these 4 nouns. Now that's not the same as like what will actually happen, but you know.
The next 3 orders in location. So
you just want me to tell a story that uses these, but I shouldn't expect it to be what I'm trying. So
Yeah,
I can
it
come
has
up-
to be vague and open-ended, so it should be like a fairy tale or some kind of really
Sure.
unapplicable thing about you and your.
Hansel and Gretel-ish type.
And it happens in order, so right? It said the nouns happen in order or something.
Yeah, keep that. I
don't
appreciate
have
you
to do the
bringing that up.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
so-
interesting.
Yeah, so nouns appear in the next 3 locations in order. So yeah, a sedative, then a wall, then a meadow, then a lighter.
They're in different orders though, because mine says. I don't know if we could do the order because mine's in a different order
because
than you just
we
said.
did it at the same time. Oh, because we all sent it at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Oh.
not. they're
It's
not
fine. It's
in
fine.
order,
I will just use this order. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
And I won't just do 3 because this way everybody gets to do 1, and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Or even just like 2 of them in the same location could do
Yeah. This is basically creating a fairy encounter, but like not necessarily a pixie, but it's just like creating a thing, which is really cool, you know. So then, yeah. All right, Alex is making a story.
He's working.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Let me see. While you do that, this is not going to happen at this location. It's going to happen at the next one. So meanwhile, Steve, what do you it sounds like everybody wants to turn around and go back. Is that the plan?
I'm in favor of going through Spiderville.
Oh, we got one vote for going to the spider webs.
How thick is it? Is this like unending spiders as far as we can see, or is it like, well, there's like a little bit of webs, but we can see clear on the other side?
It's like,
Yeah.
can we pass through it if we're careful?
Yeah. No, not only is it thick, but it's very thick and dark, and you hear like.
Yeah.
Well,
you
plus
see
we
it
have
like
our
this.
horses to worry about because they won't be able to just walk as careful on the webs, and they'll get stuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll pretend that this is actually like an unclimbable wall.
All right.
So I was able to kind of listen to the wind before, right? Can I try to listen to like the sound again?
No, because I will
Okay.
use ferns for this
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
This essentially what happened. This is what
Yeah.
A
kind of like.
crit failed it, so
Alright. What? So what do we know right now? Well, so we're in. Well, well, we're not on the hex map anymore, right? Can we see
No.
where we are on the hex map, or does that not matter? I guess that probably doesn't matter, because we're kind of lost anyway.
we know we were headed the right direction. If we go back the way we came
I'm trying to
and we
remember where we were.
recognize where we were, we can continue a little
Well-
more, and then, or
Um,
whoever had the cape could fly up.
Well, no. Well, I have a question for Ross. Which direction is the spider area from the hex we're currently in?
It appears to be in the direction that the forest gets thicker and like toward the center of the forest.
So, like, kind of like southeast of us.
Yeah, it appears to be that way.
Okay. Well, can we just go like southish? Try to like skirt it, I guess.
Yeah, I would imagine you're gonna try to go around,
Yeah.
etc. Yeah.
Yeah, I
sure.
think that makes sense. Yeah, we
Okay.
just try to go around.
Let's see. You do that, and I'm gonna get rid of the scary, spooky music. We're gonna go back to, and as you do that, you go around, and the forest is thick, but not so thick. The trees are not so old, and it slightly obscures the sunlight. The fern and moss-covered floors rise and fall, and it's hard to navigate, but it is not as thick and old as it was. And Fern, could you roll a d20 and add 5 again?
Don't get a nat one again. 14?
14. Let's see. 14. You're not exactly sure where to go. As you look around, it seems like there's no discernible, like, where does it get more hoary? Where does it get more thick? And then, do you want to do your teleportation thing, Steve?
Yeah. Go. Poof.
Okay. You seem to be here.
We really moved.
Yeah.
You look and you're like, that's not, that's, and you, but you think you have a sense of where you think you know where you should go, but the, Fern, the WIndsong gently seems to, you have this sense of peace, about going in a different direction than what Renegade seems to think, based on what he just saw, having gone up above the canopy and come down.
It's possible that the WIndsong is not telling us where to go.
I think
Confusing
it's-
us.
I think it's partially guiding us. It sounds like, because I still think like for example, it told us to go through the spider area, right? We didn't listen. Is the thing.
Oh.
So we
good point.
don't know if that was the right way or not. We chose to not go that way.
That's a good point.
I think we should follow it if we can.
Meanwhile,
But it also is guiding us into the danger.
Has it? No.
The spider webs seems
I
like a
don't-
dangerous place to go.
I guess, but I think we could have avoided it.
What if
Okay.
it's the
I typed a terrible, awful Grimm's fairy tale for you all,
Oh no.
filled with all my worst fears.
uh-oh.
Ross, do you want to read it, or?
No, you read it. Yeah, give like the give like the
I-
short version though.
I read it out loud from the book to my cousins, and I say, once upon a time, a group of cousins heard of a sacred meadow in an old forest. Their parents warned them not to seek it out. Though its flowers are beautiful, the forest charges a toll. Being young and foolish and unwise in the ways of economical reckoning, the cousins delved into the forest anyway. On their way, they encountered a wall of webs. Unsure how to proceed, the cousins thought to turn back. But the oldest cousin produced a lighter, snatched from his pa's coat, and said, "We shall not be deterred." Lighting the wall of webs, they slowly cleared a path ahead. That is, until the meadow was in their sights. Just as they thought their destination was within reach, the oldest cousin dropped prone. Thud! Above him hung a massive spider, stinger dripping with a strong sedative. Cousins turned back to rescue their cousin, but it was too late. The forest had claimed its toll.
Why do you write one of our cousins dying?
So, Steve, the direction that you think that the it seemed to you the forest goes thicker in is open. There is another direction where there is literally a giant stone wall covered in moss, 15 feet tall.
Well, that won't work.
And then there is and then there is the direction that the windsong gently wafts, which is this way.
Back towards where we were, or in a different direction?
No, you came from this direction. Good question.
Okay.
I think we should
follow the windsong for now.
we should head the thicker. Oh,
Are we able to use
let's,
the cape again to at least look in the direction that the windsong is calling to see where it's
Sure.
calling?
Yeah, you want to do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when we move, I'll do it again to see if it's
Oh, so here's what
if
I
it's
think.
causing
It's like,
skullduggery.
so we see there's like 3 rings going out from the center, and we're in the second ring right now. I think as long as the windsong is guiding us either forward or parallel, we follow it. I think if it's trying to send us backwards, then we don't follow it.
Sounds logical.
Okay. The
That makes
windsong is guiding you. Let me look at. Let's see. Wall. That.
I think you said this way.
It's I'm gonna say this way.
So, this hex to the north here, or this one?
And I should be
This one.
clear. We're framing it as the windsong is guiding you, but that's I don't. I'm sorry. We sort of created that framing. This
Yeah.
she hears the whistling and whispering, and she has a sense of peace and security in her heart in that direction. That's what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, I think we don't go that way.
We got bamboozled.
Is
Yeah,
there
To the
a chance
south.
maybe we're just
Lovely.
chasing a fae or something around in the woods?
probably. But I think as long as if it goes forward or sideways, I think we can still follow it. I think backwards we can't. Probably.
Okay. What do you think, Josh?
I don't know. I think it's deceiving us in some way, so
Yeah, so I'm good to go with Renegade's direction this time, I think.
I wanted to ask what time it is of day.
Oh,
it might be hard to tell.
that's actually no. That's a great question. I messed this up. Let's see. Let me do the math. We set out in the morning. It was 3 hours. That's 9 a.m. We've done 4. It's 12. 12 and 9. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I messed that up. Thanks for reminding me of that. It is dark
getting dark.
outside.
I had a feeling. I'm like, we've been wandering around a lot of hexes without
Yeah.
nightfall happening yet.
You guys probably have your light out, right? I probably need to fix that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we got some flashlights.
Yeah.
Well, if we all want to rest, we could rest near the wall. I guess we could rest.
All right.
Thinking,
What direction do you go? I toss the ball back to Steve as the group caller. Now we've got several different inputs, different ideas. So what do you think, Steve?
to the south where it's thicker.
Very well.
And we should probably bunker down. What do you guys think? Should we bunker down and try to wait out the night? Or
Is it hard for us to see where we're going in the forest with the horses? Because I'm kind of worried one of them could, like,
Well,
injure a leg.
I think the area we were just in with the wall was probably the best place we could have bunkered down without like knowing what we're going into, you know. If we find a
Yeah.
good spot, then we could bunker down, I think.
Okay. So let's see here.
yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Actually, let me. All right. From here, the tall conifers start to become sparse. You're certain that you headed where the forest was thicker. All of a sudden, it becomes more sparse, and an undulating fog covers the ground in the night. It feels like you're leaving the forest, even though you're certain the direction that you traveled in. Let me roll a couple of things.
Interesting.
Whoops, I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on just a second.
Reminds me of the time you accidentally hit a button and just like
A giant,
50,
yeah.
60, 70 dice. Like it
remember
was
that.
just all dice. We couldn't even see the map. It was like, what did we just wake up? Can we go back now?
I'm going to go back to this story.
Whole table starts panicking.
And he's like, oh, sorry, I clicked a thing, but he hadn't said anything the whole time. It's like all bouncing around, and we're just like, is this damage? Is this initiative? How many things did we wake up? What?
If you're playing BX rules or any of those, that's entirely a possibility too.
Yeah.
Oh, army of goblins. Womp womp.
All fired at the same time and through spears.
You see two things. First, you see a. Let me make sure that I have this right. Wait, do I have a thing for this? Sorry, it's getting weird. This is gonna be weird if I have it. Let's see here. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's change the music.
No.
Oh dear.
Maybe this one.
It was a very reserved
Oh, no.
okay.
There is.
Yeah, we definitely should have stayed at the wall.
The forest here. The forest here is more sparse, but then you see at one place in the forest is a meadow. In the meadow is a burned tree, ruined in ashes. At the base of the tree is a dead body of some Ann. His satchel still clutched, and it looks like he was in pain when he died. It's simply a skeleton. And then the ground shakes. And I'm going to roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to roll a d5.
I think I have one of those.
A giant worm erupts from the ground. And then it comes back down and it swallows Renegade whole.
Disappears.
Renegade disappears. And then the ground shakes. It's clear that you only have two options. I'm just going to frame this sounds so crazy. You can either follow
Quick question.
Renegade, or you can leave Renegade to his fate.
What kind of
Or
renegade?
you can try to make it...
Teleport out?
Yeah, I was
yeah.
just about to ask that. Can it just
Okay.
like,
Oh,
the
it's
thing
getting- it's
grabs
getting
and goes
even
under,
weirder.
and suddenly he's just like,
We have to...
well, that
we
was
have-
horrible.
We have 15 minutes left, and we have to. That it's getting real weird, and we have to. I have to get a blank thing to draw on because this is too weird. I'm gonna just put blank, and we're gonna switch to Renegade for a second.
Renegade is probably the perfect person to get eaten. Because you
Yeah.
can teleport.
If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you did that on purpose.
Okay, maybe. Actually, hold on.
No, but giant worm, are we talking about like the size of a bus? Or
I think we're talking about something from Arrakis.
yeah, like a Dune style worm is
Your lie to the troll has caught up to us. Then we had
a
worms, and the
Dune or
worms
a
heard your
Helldiver
lie.
style worm, we're in trouble.
Okay, I need this. I need this. I need that. And there is no token. What does that mean? I mean, I'll put a token here, I guess. I don't care. Figure, grid, none. Lighting, none. And make it dark.
Oh.
Can you see? I can't see.
I can see it, right? Right
Oh,
here.
it's I had
there
to
again.
zoom out and then go up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me actually do this. Okay. So, let me figure out where you are.
But there's a worm dungeon? What is this book?
Right. You find yourself falling. 300 feet wide, 300 feet tall as you tumble onto squishy stuff beneath you and tumble. And then you see, as you fall, you bounce and slide. It's moist here. It's like 100 feet tall, 300 feet wide, and it's pulsing beneath you. The air is damp and hot. It smells like dirt and mud. And finally, when you stop, there's a knee-high pool of sliminess that you're wading in. And it looks ahead like a big pulsing orifice that you can see. It looks like the only way to go, other than 2 tiny 10-foot tunnels leading up above you, 100 feet above. Now, how far does this thing teleport? That's the question.
We never determined that.
I don't know if there was a limit.
So
Maybe.
far, it's been teleported pretty far so far, I think.
All right, so here's the problem. You don't know where you are or where to teleport.
Accidentally
Pick up
go
my
straight to the
flashlight.
ground.
So,
Yeah.
I will give you the option of randomly teleporting. Here, I'm going to frame these options. I'm going to stick with this. You can teleport to what's within sight. Piece of cake. So you could teleport up to those small tunnels 100 feet above. You could teleport past that orifice. You could teleport back into the darkness from where you came, but then you'd slide back down. Or you could teleport straight through a wall, but you don't know what is on the other side.
Yeah, let's not do that one. Go to the tunnels.
The thin tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay. You teleport into the tunnels, and then you climb your way up in these like kind of soft sack-like tunnels, and you make it up to the top after you teleport up there, and you see a giant throbbing gray-blue brain at the mouth on the other side. Nerve tendrils splitting off in every direction into the walls and floor and ceiling. And a human-sized fly sits on top of the brain, sucking in blood from the brain like from a straw. And let me see if I have this right. It looks like this.
Stab it. Become the Womb Slayer. Because
He says, "Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hello.
You want some blood?"
No, thank you. Would you like an apple?
Ooh, I want no apple. Boy, I sure do like some blood. Times are good. Boy, this is man, I'm blessed.
So you just found yourself in a giant worm thing and just started sucking blood out of a brain?
Well, yeah. Isn't that what you were here for?
Well, no, but if you like blood, you have hit the jackpot.
I have. Why'd you come here?
Well, I got swallowed up by it, I think. I was walking towards this horrible tree with a body on it, and I was all terrified, and then suddenly everything went blank, and... Well, I suppose I don't know that it's a worm, but I fell down a lot, and then I landed in goop, and then I saw these tunnels, and I came up here, and now I found you beating a brain. That's different. Never saw that before.
Oh. Well, that's awful. I hate to hear that.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, you're taking it awfully well. I tell you, being a blood-sucking giant fly, this is a good deal. But being whatever you are, I guess it's not that great of a deal. Especially if you eat apples. Ugh.
It's not one of the better situations I found myself in.
No. Well, what do you reckon you'll do about it?
Is there any chance you could control this thing by that brain? I read in a book once that brains make you do things if you poke them right.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely do that. What do you want to do?
Oh, can we go to the surface?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. He takes a bit.
Oh,
he
you
takes his like, what do you call that thing mosquitoes have?
The proboscis.
Proboscis. Yeah. He takes it and he jams it in a few places, and the whole place goes, whoa, and it like, and then everything like the whole place shudders. He's like, well, we're going on up. You better find your way out. And it's like shuddering and stuff. And you can tell, like, he says, all right, we're up on the surface now. You could probably just teleport straight up through the, because the brain is right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you, sir. This was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm really happy for you. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, anytime
Okay,
at
bye.
all. Goodbye now. Poof, and then blah, and you like teleport on top of this worm and then teleport back to the ground. And that's where we'll end the adventure for the night. Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.